Read your comment on Facebook, made me feel quite sad. Got me like he might be right, my songs are really bad. Then I realized, who cares if you're a fan? Lord told me I'm the man, but going up, and I don't even know what that means. Something on a Tuesday, club going up on a Tuesday, going up, and ain't nobody bringing me down. Something on a Tuesday, club going up on a Tuesday.
Yeah, g'day, this is Guy Williams. Guy Williams, I'm a comedian. We're just kind of hoping to just shoot like kind of a cool intro video with me kind of to hype people up for the special, and could someone come down and unlock it for me? No? With the door locked, it's kind of really stuffed up the flow of the whole thing. I just kind of don't know how I'm going to end the video now.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Guy Williams! Finally, a white man. Can't wait to hear his opinions. Shit, that was a baller entrance. That was off the hook. Before my show the other night, I was walking through Aotea Square and I just get heckled by a drunk guy across the square like, "Hey, funny guy, tell us a joke. Tell us a joke, funny guy, tell us a joke." I'm like, yeah, if you just literally wait like 5 to 10 minutes and pay to come to this gig, I'll literally do just that. Like, you don't yell at a stripper, "Hey, stripper, show us your tits, mate, show us your tits." She's like, yeah, if you just wait 5 minutes and come into this weird room. There's not many jobs where people just yell at you to do your job just on the street, you know? "Hey, you're a mechanic, Fix my car, Mr. Mechanic. Oh, you're an vet. Hey, Mr. Vet, euthanize that dog. Kill that guy's dog if you're such a good vet. Come on, I got a cousin who's a way better vet than you." No, I'm just so stoked anyone came to my gig. Because I'm going to be honest with you guys, it's not easy to promote a gig in 2017. It's hard. I'm going to read out an email direct that I got from the New Zealand Herald to promote my show. "Hey Guy, I have an idea which I think would make a fabulous series of short videos promoting the comedy festival. It's called I Don't Find You Funny, Change My Mind." So I wrote back, "Hey Bex, sorry I can't do the video series as I'm currently working on my own video series. I don't think the New Zealand Herald is a good newspaper." Go fuck yourself, mate. You guys are very easily entertained. Except for these people over here who are just feeling the darkness inside. Clear, like, journalists for the New Zealand Herald or something. I don't mean to turn this into a lynching or some shit. I just don't want those people, those New Zealand Herald readers who come along, the political correctness gone mad. That bunch, has political correctness gone mad? I don't know. I always quite like political correctness. You know, there was a story recently that was going crazy on New Zealand Herald, which was like, they've released a Harry Potter play on the West End in London, and they cast Hermione as a black woman. And everyone's like, "Oh, it's political correctness gone mad, oh, it's pandering, oh, it's crazy, things have gone crazy." I was like, has it? Like, nowhere in the books does it specify the colour of the character's skin. The movie just assumed racistly that everyone was white. It'd be weird if the book was like, so Harry, who is white, went to talk to his friends, Ron and Hermione, who are also white. They put on their robes and hoods and talked about their white power and how they plan on becoming wizards. "Oh, political correctness has gone mad. You can't even..." I had a friend the other day who was like, "You can't even say anything anymore. People are being censored on university campuses." I was like, bro, you didn't even go to university. You went to radio broadcasting school, aka Dumb Fuck Academy. I really like political correctness. I think anything that helps a minority or a group that's marginalised feel a little bit better about themselves or a little bit less shitty, I think that's genuinely a positive thing. But people are still like going crazy about political correctness, going mad, you can't say anything on university campuses. I was like, I remember when I went to university, humble brag, I spent 5 years doing a 3-year course. I did extra for experts. On the first day of orientation I was there was a dude dressed in full military regalia, standing next to a Hare Krishna cart, burning a New Zealand flag. It was John Key. We've got great freedom of speech in New Zealand. You can say anything what you want, you've just got to be prepared for the consequences that people might think you're a bit of a dick. You know? Just the other day, I wrote a letter to the editor of the New Zealand Herald called You Can't Spell Housing Crisis Without ISIS. And it was not well received at all. You can say whatever you want in New Zealand. Do you know how I noticed? When the Kaikoura earthquakes happened, Brian Tamaki, the greasy pastor from South Auckland, blamed it on homosexuals. Because if there's one thing we all know about Kaikoura, huge gay scene down there. Huge gay scene down in Kaikoura. Don't they? No, that's one of the famous things about Kaikoura. We all love Kaikoura, and we know there's a huge gay clubbing scene down there. Everyone loves it. All the gays hanging out down there. They love the whales, don't they? Don't they, the gays? They love the whales. They put their dicks in the blowholes, don't they? They put their dicks in the blowholes. That's why they call them spur... I'm not going to finish that joke. I just realised that joke was too good, and if I did it, they'd probably come on and just give me an award right now for services to... They'd probably give me a knighthood. Up there with Sir Mad Butcher. Doesn't take much to get a knighthood these days. You can say anything in New Zealand. Okay, the other day, I got called faggot in the stuff comment section. And I tried to reply to the guy as nicely as I could. I was like, hey man, call me an asshole, call me a dick face, call me a dick man, I don't know. Just don't use faggot because it's a homophobic slur. And I tried to write this without swear words. I tried to write this as nicely as possible under my real name, and I click send. I scrolled up to look at it, like my work, and it wasn't there. And I was like, what the hell's going on? So I scrolled to the bottom of the page again, and it said, your comment is awaiting moderation. I was just like, how the hell did faggot get through? Who's moderating this? So I emailed my boss. I work for the Sunday Star Times, which is owned by Fairfax, which owns stuff.co.nz, which I think is a subsidiary of Vodafone, which is owned by Disney, which is run by Coca-Cola, which I think is owned by Jetstar. And yes, Jetstar joke in the show, hurrah. That bit wasn't going that well, so I put a bit of Jetstar in there, and it's back on board. The old guy, back on top. So I emailed my boss and asked, how did faggot get through? And he emailed me back to go, hey man, I checked with IT, and apparently that word got past the algorithm because he spelt faggot wrong. How great is that? That bigots are now rising to such a supreme level of excellence, they're now outsmarting computers. People worried about computers taking over, idiots have got it covered, eh? No computer is a match for human stupidity. I kind of feel like people are entitled to people give me shit all the time. I feel like it's just part of the job. It's a very privileged job, you know? People always hit me up on the street, saw you on TV, mate. I'm like, oh great, glad you enjoyed the show. And they're like, didn't say I enjoyed it, mate. Got the worst heckle I've ever had in my life the other day in Christchurch. Someone just yelled at me across the street. Someone just yelled at me, hey guy, I fucked your mum. And I was just like, bro, my mum is like 65 and you look like you're about 22. If anything, my mum fucked you. Way to go, mum. Oh, mum, still. I often wonder if mums ever got to other mums and go, I fucked your son. Because that would be a bloody good burn. But I mean, that just people yelling shit at me or calling me shit in the stuff comment section, it's about as rough as my life's got, to be honest. I've had the most privileged life of all time. Me and my brother went to Kanye West, all right? And we're more privileged than that. That was just the start of it. We went to see Kanye West in Melbourne, and we were trying to use the train thing to get on the train to go there, the train machine. We're from Nelson, we don't know how a train works. And we're trying to put the shitty Australian coins and it wouldn't accept it, and we're trying to swipe our shitty New Zealand EFTPOS card and it wouldn't accept it. And it just wasn't working. There was no one around to help us, there's no extra machines, and there's this huge queue of cool big day out people queuing behind us. And we're getting stressed out, we didn't know what to do, I was panicking, I just kept on trying the same thing over and over again. And my brother leaned over to me, not even joking, and just said, this is the worst day of my life. And he was probably right, to be honest. It's not easy being like a privileged white guy who's into hip hop. It's not easy going to like a Drake concert in Auckland and singing money over everything with a whole bunch of 21-year-old rich kids whose parents bought their tickets for them. It's just a bit weird, you know? Because hip hop is an African-American thing. It's like inspirational and aspirational. You know, like one of Drake's famous songs is like, started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. If that was me, that song would be more like, started from the top and continued at the top. has had a very privileged lifestyle. Now we're here. Probably underachieving, if anything. Should have been a doctor or some shit. Fucked up real bad. And is now doing some weird gig late at night on Queen Street. This is not going well. I always feel like you can tell how privileged someone is based on what degree they studied at university. Like, I studied political science. That's not even a thing. There's no science involved. How rich are my parents, eh? Did anyone here study like a bullshit degree? You're whispering. I can hear you. Did you study a bullshit degree? Media arts. Holy shit. Damn. Your parents must be so rich they go to Briscoe's when they aren't having a sale. Holy crap. Same. Are you okay being in a proper shot? Is it all right?
You can take a picture of me.
Yeah. Well, not a picture. It's 2017. It's going to be a moving image. You okay with that? Yeah. Okay, thank you. Give it up for, what's your name? Julie. Give it up for Julie, ladies and gentlemen. It's the American dream. It really is what we're chasing. Get rich, become famous or whatever. It's the John Key dream, really, is what it is. You know, work hard, get rich, and one day you too might be able to have a son that grows up to be a fuckwit. A trophy son. I shouldn't be so hard on Max. He's a lovely kid. I've met him multiple times. He's a little bit misguided, maybe, but he just doesn't really understand his privilege. He's a really nice boy. Like, last time I saw him, he was like, what are you up to? I'm prepping for the comedy festival. He's like, oh, yeah, man, I should come along. And I was just like, yeah, man, yeah. Yeah, hope you like anti-John Key material. Could be a rough gig, to be honest. He's just trying to follow his dreams, though, everyone. We've all got a few friends out there who we wish would just stop trying to follow their dreams. They're like, check out my SoundCloud. Fuck your SoundCloud, mate. Oh, come to my photography. That's what it's called now. Photography. My dream, and this is probably the saddest thing in my life, my dream was to become a professional basketball player. Yeah. All through high school, all through even university, I was still planning on becoming a professional basketball. I wish someone had just set me aside. Like, Guy, we've looked at your form here, and it says your career goal is to become a professional basketball player. Well, I'm glad you're here. What I've done is I've done a bit of research. I've been on the internet, and what I've found here is I've made a bit of a collage. These are the top 5 basketball players in the world in 2005. And what I've also done here in my research is I found a photo of you. Are we noticing a trend here, Guy? Are we noticing any sort of system? Don't be sad. It's going to be all right. What I've also done is done a bit of research into the top 5 richest people in the world. And I feel like you're going to be all right, mate. These guys are like the richest people in the world. And look at their, like, get a better face, eh? If I had $20 billion, I'd just definitely be trying to get a better face, no? All right, some of these are jokes, some of these aren't jokes, but I didn't realise that until it was too late, all right? That is my classic bit, get a better face. So, all right, let's get down to why we're all here. David Bain, guilty or innocent? No? Okay. Create a bit of tension in the room? I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters whether you think he did do it or he didn't do it. The important thing is that he's learned his lesson and he's not going to do it again. David Bain's been married. How good is that? Shit, I wish I was at David Bain's marriage, eh? That'd be off the... Imagine they're standing there as they do hand in hand, and the priest gets to that bit where he's like, does anyone have any reason why these two should not be married? I just wish in my heart there was someone at the back who just went, that's David Bain! Lady, what are you doing? Don't you read the news? David Bain's had a kid now? How awesome's that? How pissed off, though, would he be if his kid killed him? No, you would be. You'd be fucked off. I would be. If that happened to me, I'd be ropeable. I'd be really pissed off. Does anyone else just feel like the world now is being taken over by idiots? It's like Trump, Brexit, Pitbull is somehow still releasing music. It's like the world is now being run by the stuff comment section. Has anyone been on the stuff comment section recently? It's the worst place in the world. I feel like ISIS was founded in the stuff comment section. Everyone on there's like, Māori TV, where's our Pākehā TV? It's every other channel, you ignorant motherfucker. Oh, the Indians are coming and stealing all my jobs. They're stealing your job because you're a dumb fuck, mate. And no one wants to hang out with you because you're a bit racist and you're bringing the vibe down in the lunchroom. Oh, Mike Hosking says what we're all thinking. If that's what we're all thinking some dumb shit. Because I don't want to tune in to hear someone saying what I'm thinking. I'm already thinking it. I want to be like challenged and informed. Plus, no one can say what I'm thinking. Like, most of the time, I am thinking some really unusual stuff. And I doubt that's going to come through on the radio. Like the other day I was thinking, what would happen if I put my tongue in the USB slot on my computer? And I did it, and I put it in there, and it was fine. Hypothesis confirmed. You won't hear Mike Hosking talking about it, will you? You'll not hear him talk about it. I just feel like all these Trump supporters, these people, they've all been sucked into like, you know, the American dream, the neoliberal dream, and now is the New Zealand dream, you know, like work hard and get heaps of money. And I'm just like, guys, it doesn't matter how much you cut immigration or cut taxes, I got some bad news. You're not gonna make it. Because you're dumb fucks. The Mad Butcher was a once-off. The reason the system is broken is because it doesn't take into account two important things. Privilege, like Donald Trump has, or like I have, to a much lesser extent than Donald Trump probably. It doesn't take into account intelligence, like John Key has. Well, that went tense. Don't get me wrong, I definitely disagree with a lot of things that John Key did. I think the judge of a good government is like how well they look after like those most vulnerable, and I don't know if he did a great job of that. But you can't deny the fact that he was a smart guy and quite a wily, you know, quite a good politician. And he did a lot of great things, you know, first country in the world to change our flag to the same flag. Kia kaha, New Zealand. It's bloody Kiwi ingenuity, mate. It's Kiwi ingenuity. You ever try and explain Kiwi ingenuity to someone overseas? It's just like we invent so much stuff. Like, have you seen like a buzzy bee? It's like a wooden buzzy bee, and you just pull it along on a string, and the wheels it's Kiwi ingenuity, mate. We've painted it red and black like a bee. Oh, fuck. We've painted it the wrong colour, but we're pretty much there. Kiwi ingenuity, mate. Inventor of the three-way handshake. First country in the world to throw a dildo at the Minister of Finance. It's Kiwi ingenuity. So humble, eh? Per capita, so humble. So much humble Kiwi ingenuity per capita. New Zealand is one of the humblest countries in terms of Kiwi ingenuity per capita in the world, and that is a true fact. But what I find is that when people don't achieve their dream or whatever like lofty goal, they don't become basketball players or whatever, get rich or whatever the big goal is, you can often become bitter and like look for a scapegoat, and like immigration is you're seeing it in this election right now. Like Labour seems to be coming quite down on immigration. Winston Peters is still alive, obviously. Even my party, the Greens, have said some pretty crazy shit. They've apologised now, which I'm glad about it. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing racist about questioning immigration levels into New Zealand, but it doesn't take long before people are like, oh, there's parts of Auckland that look exactly like China. And I'm like, bullshit, because I live in Auckland, I really want to go to China, and it costs thousands of dollars. I've looked into it, and I wish I could save a lot of money by just going to Sandringham or some shit. I just think it's weird to be anti-immigration in New Zealand because I feel like we're all from somewhere else. I wonder if Māori were standing in Waitangi Harbour and saw some of the first European settler ships come in and just thought, man, this is going to fuck house prices in Auckland, eh? How awesome is it going onto the New Talk ZB Facebook page and seeing all the people who for years have been telling Māori to get over it when they complain about their land being stolen, now complaining about Chinese people coming over here and legally buying their land? What goes around, goes around, goes around. Coming back around. I just realised I don't know how that song goes. Almost nailed it, guy. I bloody love immigration because my dad is from Mosgiel, a very small town in the South Island. At the time he lived there, it was only about 2,000-3,000 people. And every day I thank Jesus and Muhammad and Richie McCaw for immigration, for the fact that my mum is Canadian, so I know for a fact that my dad didn't have sex with his cousin. Because you ever go to a small town and everyone's like a little bit bung? Everyone's like a little bit like... They look like Trump's weird sons. They all look like they're from Blenheim. Should have done this for the whole show, eh? This is the best bit. How was the show? Rubbish. And then guys started doing Trump's son's face. And the whole thing caught fire. Damn. I was in Blenheim recently and fuck, eh? Like, so many National Party billboards up like, delivering for New Zealanders, keep things the way they're supposed to be. Who in Blenheim is like, things are going great, eh? This is perfect. We've got to keep things the way they are. I don't really know what the left could do for Blenheim, but maybe just like burn it down or some shit, eh? Sorry, I'm from Nelson, fins up. That's the Nelson Blenheimshire rugby team. Taz and Marcos, fins up, that's what we do. We've missed the fact that a fin is not on the head of a shark. It would be weird if it was like, fins up though, fins up for the boys. That would be a bit better. Support the boys. I feel like things are going to keep on going bad for me and like left-wing politics though, because we have bad marketing. I feel like marketing's so important, you know. It's not hard to start convincing people that climate change is a hoax. Just the other day, someone was telling me about Sky City, and they were like, hey, did you know that Sky City Casino, 30% of the money comes back into the community? And I was just like, yeah, but 100% of the money comes out of the community. What sort of maths are you doing there, man? You have not nailed it all. There's so much of our culture as well is just shaped by advertising. Do you remember when McDonald's first came to New Zealand? They released the Kiwi Burger and released a song. It was a great song about all the things we love as New Zealand, but every so often they just slip in some weird McDonald's references. They'll be like, Kiwis love rugby, swimming pools, Ronald and swimming skills. What? How the fuck did Ronald get in there? I kind of think the Kiwi Burger song is kind of bullshit, but at the same time I feel like we should update it. Like, I kind of love it. For like nostalgia purposes, we should do a 2017 version. It should be more like, Kiwis love ponytails, Candy Lane, handshake fails, David Bain. Kiwis love Lord songs, Jandal thongs, rugby and bucky bongs. Kiwis love bowling greens, trampolines, smoking methamphetamines. That'd be a huge improvement. Thank you, 3PL, for trying to start a clap. No one went with you though, eh? I tried to do that at the most recent Star Wars. I stood up, tried to clap, no one came. Sit back down. Just the leftists just keeps getting their ass kicked because they got shit marketing, eh? Like even Trump, like make America great again. That is a great slogan. Like it's just effective. Like how are we going to make it great again? Who the hell knows? But that's effective. You know, if Trump is going to make America great again, he's definitely doing it in a kind of roundabout way. He's definitely taking the scenic route. What was Hillary's slogan? No one can even remember. You don't remember what it is? No? Just hope it wasn't something that seems embarrassing now, like smashing the glass ceiling. If you don't know where the glass ceiling was, there it is. Ow, that hurt way too much. Feminism has bad marketing? Yeah, that got tense, eh? Feminism has such bad marketing that just got real tense when I said that feminism has bad marketing. Feminism has such bad marketing. The other day, there was a press conference involving Bill English, the Prime Minister of New Zealand. He was asked if he was a feminist, and he said he doesn't know what that word means. And I just thought, just Google it before the press conference, you dumbass. It means equality. What he means to say is that he works for a party that has cut and throttled funding to rape crisis and women's refuge. What he means to say is he's a condescending cunt. What I tried to do there was do a pro-feminist joke using a misogynistic term, and I was confused as everyone else, to be honest. People always ask me, like, guy, is it hard now that John Key is obviously a barrel of laughs? He stood down and now got Bill English, who's a bit more boring. Shit, no. Bill English is a bloody goldmine, eh? Just the other day, he went on News Hub, the morning show. They're talking about medical marijuana, and he said, down camera, he said, we do not want a marijuana industry in New Zealand. And I was just like, bad news, Bill. We've already got a marijuana industry in New Zealand, and it is huge. Why else do you think Burger King's offering 10 nuggets for $3? What happens when you go into like a cosmic corner and you're like, oh man, these are some beautiful vases? How do you think Catchify's been touring for the last 15 years? Abortion has bad marketing? Yeah, the feminism stuff didn't even go well, and now I'm just doubling down, aren't I? Abortion has bad marketing. Like, I'm definitely pro-choice and a woman's right to choose, but it's hard not to be. Yeah, thank you. Oh, thank you. This is moving away from a comedy gig and turning into kind of a rally in a way, which I don't think is a good sign. I'm definitely pro-choice and a woman's right to choose, but it's the right-wing argument is so compelling. It's pro-life. Like, it is hard not to be pro-life. Like, just that sounds so good, right? Like, if someone asked me, Guy, are you pro-choice? Yes. Are you pro-life? Also yes. Okay, Guy, you just said yes to both sides of the debate. I'm going to ask you one more time. Are you pro-choice? Yes. Are you pro-life? Also yes. I'm pro having a choice life, bro! I'm so pro-choice, I'm pro-aborting some kids who have already been born. I reckon we should have abortions on kids up until the age of 18. Who's with me? No! Shit, this is how the Nazis started. Oh, what has happened to this gig, eh? I don't even know why I tried that joke. Like, what was my thought? I was like, oh, I'm just digging myself into a team. How was the gig? Well, it was okay. And then he started talking about how he wanted to kill kids, and it just got... Hashtag double the quota is bad marketing. Did anyone get into double the quota? I was doing that all day on Twitter and Facebook and stuff like that. If you don't know what double the quota is, it was a hashtag in response to the Syrian refugee crisis. The idea was to try and increase the number of refugees coming to New Zealand. And I thought it was a lovely sentiment, and it was something I could do from the comfort of my own home. So I was really on board with it. But unfortunately it failed, and I think it failed because of marketing, you know, because double the quota, that sounds, if you're anti-immigration, that sounds terrifying, right? Like double, it's a 100% increase. I found out recently that the immigration quota, the refugee quota that they're trying to double, was only 750 people. Like, everyone could get behind that. Like, they should have just called it hashtag let 750 more people into New Zealand. Everyone would have been like, shit yeah, we'll put them down in Moskill. Get the gene pool flying a little bit. I always like to finish on something to recommend to people, and I like to recommend Twitter, all right? If you're not already on Twitter, get on there because it is a lot of fun. If you don't know what Twitter is, it's like short electronic messages. It's like texting but better because you don't need any friends to do it, all right? And my favourite thing about Twitter is cyberbullying Brian Tamaki, okay? And he's on there and he is really bad at Twitter and he doesn't have many followers, so it doesn't matter what you write to him, he pretty much has to read it. So he's at Bishop Brian if anyone wants to follow him. He'll write shit like, so proud of Destiny School. It's education, but it's raising the next generation. Apparently he started a school, that is terrifying. So I wrote back, you spelt generation wrong, and you spelt raising like the dehydrated grape. So unless you want to develop a new generation of moronic dried fruit, I suggest you shut the fuck up. My favourite Twitter exchange with Brian Tamaki, he wrote, the I can is more powerful than the IQ. Like, the I can, I guess your ability to do things is more powerful than your intelligence. And some dude called @8kill just wrote back, that's what dumb cunts say. Thank you so much for coming to my show. And I'll leave you with this hot life hack tip. You can't get a parking ticket if you don't have windshield wipers. You guys are lovely. Thank you very much. Good night.